The chicken wing.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, good people. How y'all doing, friends? Welcome back to the BFF podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, we are so happy to have y'all back. Y'all, this topic is going to be so juicy. I cannot wait to get into it. It's so relevant. This topic is about navigating friendships through seasons of isolation, which I feel like,
we all can relate to.
Is so relevant.
Yes.
I can't wait to talk about it.
I look forward to it. Definitely. But let's just get into it. The BFF podcast is... Oh,
you good?
Start over.
Mm-hmm.
The BFF podcast is raw and real. Is a.
Okay. You're good.
The BFF podcast is a raw and real exploration of friendship, entrepreneurship, and personal growth.
Yes, ma'am. Hosted by two women on a journey to get it right. So, yeah, we're diving into all the messy but beautiful realities of building meaningful connections, balancing ambition with relationships, and redefining what it truly means to thrive, right?
Yes.
But we're also touching on and highlighting why there is no one-size-fits-all formula to success.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
So, just getting into our last episode, though, that was meaty. I think that was really good.
It was.
We talked about a lot.
It was.
And talking about the different dynamics with friendship and being in business, right?
Yeah.
And so, what were some of your key takeaways from that you feel like you can bring into this conversation?
Yeah, well, the first one is that it can happen, and it can happen successfully.
Okay.
We can... those two things can coexist, mixing business with pleasure, which is not a belief that I have always held. And so I think that was my biggest takeaway, that it can happen. I do feel like you have to have two participants who are really willing to make it happen and to do what needs to be done to make both parties feel safe and comfortable, to merge the two. But yeah, it's possible. That's my takeaway.
Time out. I gotta fix this. Because I feel it sliding on down.
Slide down.
I feel like April eyes keep going like...
You felt like I was looking at your boobs?
I feel like it was like distracting me, sliding down. But yeah.
Like subconsciously I probably was like looking, but I was still thinking.
Yeah. I think it was like...
What you need to hold it up?
Do you need to tighten the straps? Do they got like the things on them?
Maybe. Yeah, we might do that. Okay. Do you know what I said? Okay. Wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, yes.
I'm step out so y'all can do y'all.
I mean, ain't no nipple showing, ain't no titty showing.
So y'all good?
I think
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm perfectly fine.
Kick them out.
Child, let me tell you
Don't
something.
yell on this time. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Making sure that's secure.
Is it?
Oh, that looks better already.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kick it a little.
Oh, yeah.
Lifted it up.
Just the...
They salute me.
Armand saluting?
Not quite.
Mama said, hey, good
Not
people. Huh?
That feels good.
It's cupping a little bit. It's cupping. Thank you, Fred.
She said cupping.
Cupping.
Oh, you got the lipstick. You gonna have to go to the thing. Oh, okay. At
Is
the top.
tissue right behind you? If she needs
I did?
Yeah, you did get it.
I didn't. See, it's me today. Like, yeah.
I did something. You see?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, guys.
Okay. That's how you want your hair?
I guess so. I feel fine with the hair.
Okay, cool.
The titties. All right, thank you for that. Ooh. Stood up.
And then we'll come in on your reflection. So I'll ask you, what was your biggest takeaway?
Yep. Okay.
I like that over the shoulder action.
You like it? Okay. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's bata. Oh, I like that. What do you think? Get that pretty piece. There you go. Perfect.
Get it?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Pull your jacket on that side. Down.
Down?
Yep.
Here?
In April, you look good.
All right.
Okay.
Getting back into it.
Okay, Becca. So, getting back to it, what is your biggest takeaway from the last episode?
I think my biggest takeaway from the last episode would have to be reflecting on back to just giving people the grace to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we as individuals sometimes don't allow space for that. We want what we want when we want it, but we don't allow space for giving others the grace to grow.
Yeah, I agree. And me and Caleb were talking about something not long ago, actually this past week, where we're in a culture where it's like cutoff culture, was his word specifically. And like, you don't really get a lot of room for error because everybody is all about, their own peace, you know what I mean? And it's not to say you shouldn't be focused on making sure that you protect your peace, but I feel like if you are trying to cultivate community and relationships, and if that's something that's important to you, then you do have to have some wiggle room, and you do have to be willing to give that grace to grow.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, audience, friends, we want to hear from you. When is the last time you reached out to a friend and it was just like crickets, no response? How did you take that? Definitely comment below. Send us in some stories that we can maybe reflect on in the next episode. We definitely want to hear from you, and we want you to be a part of the conversation as well.
Come on into the
Yes. So why do you feel like it's so difficult when you're going through seasons of isolation, whether it be you or whether it be on the other side, to still maintain and sustain like a thriving friendship?
That's good. I think that's when friendships are tested most.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it. Yeah, I agree.
Like that's the pinnacle point when friendships are tested most is when one individual or both individuals are dealing with something, and I think going back to the last one, last episode when Kenesha mentioned like throwing the other person a rope.
Yeah.
Right. Like sometimes we need a buoy even or a life saver. Like throw me a lifesaver or something like that so I can reel back in. But if you're depleted and I'm depleted and we don't know how to come together in that moment and lean on each other, it's like, okay, it's a sinking ship. The ship is just going to sink. The friendship is going to sink. But again, going back to those rules of engagement, like being able to be self-aware enough to be able to say, hey, look, I'm sinking right now. And I know you're sinking.
That's right.
We need that time apart. Yeah. And in this, give me grace to grow through this. And figure out some things within myself and let's come back. Yeah. And pick it up. Yeah. Like it never fell off. Yeah. But I'm not acting funny. I'm just dealing with life right now. Right. In this season. Yeah. What I heard from that was handling relationships responsibly. And the responsibility is in the accountability piece and the awareness and the communication, like taking action. So accountability, awareness, and action. Okay. And so I feel like I'm so into like secure attachments and friendships moving forward. Yeah. It doesn't mean that if you are, you can't be imperfect. I mean, we all fit that bill. However, I am looking for someone who is, if we're trying to make it more than a connection, who at least has enough self-awareness and security within themselves that when we come together for like a friendship, you can hold your weight. Right. Majority of the time. Right. It should be unusual for me to always have to carry you. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's occasional. Right. And that's natural. That's normal. Because at times I'm going to need for you to, hold me up. Yeah. Fix my crown or tell me to sit down and hush for a second. Exactly. But I think we don't do that enough. And that's why we see friendships fail. Yes. Because it's truly not built on solidity. You know what I mean? Like there's no foundation because when it's tested, then you see like, okay, it really won't build on much. It really wasn't there. So we're not doing the work. And what do you feel like that work looks like? The work looks like authenticity and transparency. Right? I know that for a lot of people, I think that it takes a lot to work up to being authentic and transparent and peel back those layers. But if you know that you're trying to build this relationship, and I know that we're trying to build this relationship, then we gotta come out like doing the work. Like, all right, here's where I am, and testing, is this a safe place? Yeah. Like, you can't weaponize something, information about me against me.
Agreed.
I've already shared the narrative.
I love that. I love that.
You can't weaponize it because, first of all, is it true? If it's truth, then okay. If you spin it, I've already shared my narrative. So you can't tell something about me, and it can't damage me because it's true. Like, right. But because we live in a place of spirit of shame and different things like that, it's like, I tell you a secret, don't tell my secret. Yeah. But at the same time, if you do tell it, was it true? I'm gonna own it if it's truth, and I might know not to come to you again with that, but I'm gonna test the friendship to see can I give this to you?
And let's not glaze over the fact that is hard though. Like, if you give somebody the opportunity, you give them, vulnerable information. And they actually do misuse that information and either share it or, use it as a basis to judge you later on in the friendship. Like, they hold you to that moment that you had to slip up, or that moment where you showed that, okay, I am going through a season of brokenness or whatever. That hurts.
It does.
And sometimes it can knock the wind out your back, baby. And you got to take a second to get back up, like to regain your strength, your composure to get back up, because it can come with shame. It can come with embarrassment, because if we're being honest, there are some things that we don't want just any and everybody knowing.
This is true.
Yeah. And when that has been done, I mean, we already kind of know how we're going to navigate the relationship. We know that the relationship is now injured, but it also now adds other things to our plate that we have to work through that we didn't ask for.
Right. This is true.
And that can come...
It can lead to the isolation, right?
It can lead to the isolation.
Who can I trust? Yeah. I don't think I can lean on nobody right now. So I'm gonna take this text message, but I gotta process how I'm gonna respond to it because I want to be truthful, but at the same time, I don't want to give you too much right now because I'm still processing.
Yeah. And it leads to that perpetual cycle of, now that when you have the opportunity to get into maybe what could be a new healthy relationship or friendship with someone else, you still carry that pain, that trauma, that residue from what had happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so then it's just like, God, it's exhausting though. It is exhausting to try again. You know what I mean? And to start over with someone new, you know what I mean? Even if they seem like okay, they're checking all the boxes, it still is difficult.
It's good. That's really difficult. I love that. So when it comes to bridging that gap, though, let's play some scenarios.
Yeah.
I think we both have on both sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go first, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go first. Well, yeah.
Okay. So I'm sending you a text message, and you are in a season of isolation.
Okay.
So my text message is, hey, Becca, just checking in on you. Want to see if you wanted to get together sometime soon, or if I can come over and hang out for a little bit. Let me know what date works best for you.
Okay. And I'm in a season of isolation, right? So I'm going to text back, and now that I know better, right? I'm going to text back and respond, hey, look, I'm in the thick of it. And I need a few moments right now to kind of get through this thickness, and then can we revisit this at a later time, because I'm in the thick of it. Or you can come over here and we can have wine.
Okay. And if I were to say, okay, understood, let's say I'm a healthy, secure person, and I'm like, I don't get offended, but I'm like, okay, thank you for sharing that. I know that probably took a lot of courage for you to share that you're going through a hard time. Is there any way that I can support you?
You can support me by bringing me a bottle of wine.
Okay.
White wine. Sweet and white.
Oh, okay.
And leaving it at my doorstep.
Okay. I love that. Very specific. Okay, but what about this? Let's play a little bit of a different era. So, like, let's say I sent you that text and you didn't respond.
And I didn't respond. So, yeah. So, let's play that.
Okay.
You send me a text message. Mm-hmm. I don't respond till a week later. Mm-hmm. What's your response back to my response?
So let's talk about what happens during that week and then lead up to that response.
That weight of
that week.
Silence.
Oh my gosh. The mind movies that play. It's like,
oh, talk about the mind movies.
My God, it's like, did I do something wrong?
Before we talk about it, can you define what a mind movie is?
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't know what a mind movie is.
Yes. So I would love to take the credit for my movie and coming up with that term, but I did not. I got it from my therapist, and basically she was saying, you know, sometimes we create our own scenarios and stories for what is happening, what we're experiencing that may not be the actual truth. And so in friendships, what that has looked like for me is when I don't get a response, and don't let you have started a response and then they never send a text message, I'm like,
really?
Sometimes, not all the time. I'm drawing from experience, so we can really bring to light some things that, you know, our listeners and viewers might be experiencing that I have experienced. So, some of my thoughts have been, have I done anything wrong? Am I in it more than they're in it? You know what I mean? Do I see this as, like, am I being too, you know, what is it? Am I chasing it? Am I trying to force something that really isn't there? Like, I don't like being further out in the deep than my counterpart. Yeah. I like for us to be kind of going, you know, pretty much at the same speed and pace and depth. So I've done that. But what I've done a better job of now, because I've had to use this as of last week, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What I've done a better job of is not making it about me. Because more times than not, it's not about me.
That's good.
It's not about me. And I have to get out of my own head and say, you know what? That girl got a husband. She got kids. She got 2 jobs. She got this. The last time we talked, she had already shared with me that, you know, this is on her mind. This is what she's up against. April, chill. She'll come around. And if not, if she doesn't come back to you by this time, try another subtle. Yeah. Because sometimes we do need those multiple shoulder taps.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah. To keep it on at, you know, top of mind, but also to let you know that I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I need you to tap me on the shoulder quite a bit. Because I'm a talker and I'm a loud processor. So if we got a problem, I'm going to let you know. Yeah. But also, I just saw a mind movie of, like, while you were talking. Yeah. Of those dot where I see it, and then I put my phone down, and there's Auden, and she's in my face, and then my husband's home, and then Garen needs something, and so I just saw how that easily happens with me a lot. Yeah. And I think that me being self-aware enough to know that happens a lot, I think I tell people up front too, like, if I don't respond back immediately, know that I'm probably got distracted. I'm easily distracted. I have ADHD. It's undiagnosed.
But we're pretty sure that's what it is.
So, with that being said, just knowing, I think it's so vitally important for people who are friends with me or even building connections with me, for them to know, hey, look, I'm multifaceted. Yeah. At the drop of the dime, like, something can pull me away from it. So tap me on my shoulder, and it doesn't annoy me for you to tap me.
Yes. It's love that. It's not
an annoyance for you to tap me. Yes. But here is a pet peeve of mine. If you call me, I don't answer, don't call me right back immediately. Yeah. Like the back-to-back calls.
Yeah, have I done that before? No. Okay, I had to make sure.
No. I'm just...
I know you weren't directing
people who do that. Because it places me in a place of anxiety.
Yes.
And then if I answer the phone and it's just
check-in call.
No, if it's just I really need this, and it could have been a text message, or like and I'm in the middle of something that is disrupting what I'm doing. It frustrates me.
I can understand
because I feel like that is very
Like inconsiderate?
Inconsiderate. And just like I tell everybody, just take into consideration my lifestyle. You know, I carry a lot of hats. Anybody for that matter. Like if you call and I don't answer immediately, if it's not an urgent matter, like that needs to, like somebody's dead, life or death, not, hey, I just need some money till tomorrow. Hey, I need this.
Yeah.
You know, we had time to talk about this. You knew your light bill needed to be paid.
Right.
When you got that red notice. And now that it's about to get cut off, don't pressure me because you're under pressure. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because that's when I withdraw.
Yeah. I understand that respectfully. I understand that. I will say,
not that you've done that already.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But it is helping me future forward to know how to be a better friend to you also. So I will say, I want to encourage the friends that find themselves on this side of the example where you are the person that's reaching out and it's falling on what seems to be deaf ears. I want to encourage you to practice not like taking your emotions out of it. If that is a problem for you, take your emotions out of it and try to look at it from a practical standpoint and compare that person to themselves. Don't compare them to what you would do in this situation or somebody else. Compare them to themselves. And if it is unusual for this person to not respond back or to just stonewall you, then it's likely not the case now that they're doing that. And I also want to empower you to have those conversations. Be okay with saying, I notice, a few times when I text you, you don't text back. And when we pick back up, you don't really say anything about it, but it does bother me. And it makes me feel, it brings about anxiety and rejection and abandonment. And I know that's not your intention. So could you help me to understand what's going on in those moments so that I'm not getting derailed and emotional and thinking it's something that it's not the whole time?
That's good. And I think that lead with, what I hear from that is just lead with a positive intent. Knowing that the intentions were positive and not that the intentions were meant to hurt you or to trigger you. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, going back to what you said, grace to grow, that, I'm telling you, that is grace to grow in action. Yes. Because you're giving that person, you're holding them accountable in a sense by just even starting the conversation. But you're also being a responsible friend by not just, coasting over it. And it's something that bothers you. It's something that, does not necessarily work towards creating a safe space for you, because we also don't want to be just yes ma'am or yes women either, to where the friendship is all about the other person and what's going on in their extended life, and you feel like it's almost invasive for you to open your mouth and say that this is not working for me, and you're always the one that's giving that grace. There's a balance, definitely a balance. But I will say, you got to be able to have those tough conversations, and that's how you also in turn be a friend to yourself, by advocating for what you need in that relationship. Because the whole point of building a relationship is to build up that foundation, so when you need to lean on it, it's there. It's solid. And you cannot do that if you are not adding weight. You know what I mean? You can't pick up your weight. You can't increase your strength if you're not adding weight. And there's a responsible way of doing that. And I think we touched on some of those. That's definitely true. Yep.
Hold on. So, what do you feel like are some of the practical steps, though? I feel like we touched on a heck of a lot of them, even just going through the scenarios. But if you could sum it up in a more concise way.
So, grace for the follow-up. Right? So, giving you time, giving that individual time to process whatever they have going on, their words, and give them grace for that follow-up. And then if there is a week that goes by, following up with grace. Hey, like you said, I know you got a lot going on. This is how I'm feeling, but I just wanted to check in on you. Right. Are you okay? And leave them room. I know I have one friend, if I don't respond back, they'll send ... And I know that triggers me to be like, let me go ahead and respond to her. Yeah. Because I know that this is triggering for her. Yeah. Let me go ahead and respond back. So I appreciate those reminders, those subtle reminders. And I don't take it offense if you send me ... because I know that, hey, look, I'm waiting for a response from you.
That's
and
gentle grace right there.
That. I need that response.
That's gentle grace.
So,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Giving
that.
you the grace for the follow-up.
And it takes in consideration yourself, but it also takes in consideration the other person. Because I have been friends with and kin to people who just, they feel so entitled to your time and attention. Like, they totally disregard your life, and they are disruptive.
Yes.
They will disrupt your peace and sleep good that night.
Yes.
And you over here like, now you done got me frazzled dazzled. We're going to have this conversation because now I'm over here triggered and inflamed, and you just going about your everyday life being reckless, wreaking havoc on people and their peace. Because I was just fine before you to my hello. Yes. Oh, don't do that to me.
Be graceful.
Oh, please don't. It has to be a gentle grace. And all honesty, if we can look at things from a perspective of how we would want to be treated, a lot of times that would eliminate all the BS. A good portion of it.
And lead with love.
Leading with love. Like, yeah. It's so much in there that we can continue to unpack. And it was one other thing that you had said that I really want to touch on. Give me just a second to come back to it. The practical steps. I can't remember it, but it's really all about having those conversations when you were talking about the follow-up. Oh, so one of the things that could be good, and this is what I do even in my marriage, and it is, you do have to have some level of discernment of timing, because it's not always the best time to bring something to someone's attention.
That's true.
Even if you have the best intentions.
Yes.
That's part of the being a responsible friend and handling friendships responsibly, is knowing that, okay, if you know she get off work at 5, it's Friday. Fridays are her busiest days. Don't call talking about, can we talk about something at 5:01? Yeah. Or anytime before 5.
Anytime to get home.
Maybe even not even that day. You know what I'm saying? And it's really having that discernment and that heart to say, you're always seeking a resolve. So if you're always seeking a resolve, you're always going to be looking for everything, like looking at the bigger picture of everything, like the environment, her operating reality, your operating reality. Are you stressing and you know what I'm saying, bother right now? Is she stressing bother right now? Is she around the kids and the husband, or are you around friends and like you're looking at all the things so that you can honestly create the best possible outcome.
One thing I appreciate that you do is the voice memos.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I may not, like a text message, I may not respond immediately because I'm still processing it. But it's different when I can hear your voice and the tone of your voice when you're saying what you're saying. Yeah. And it helps me to reflect and respond quicker. So even that's one of those practical tips.
It is. That's a good one.
Sending that voice memo. Because it's so much that goes unsaid when it's just text. Yeah. But if I can hear the grace in your voice and I can hear the love through your voice, it propels me to go ahead and not overthink how to respond to you. But it feels like we're having a mini conversation.
It does. And that's all part of the strategy. That's why I love voice memos. It kind of brings me up out. In a way, it calls me higher, too, because I can send off a flippant text message because I'm feeling that way. And my fingers just pick up on my mood. Yeah. And before I know it, I'm sending a message that now I got to backpedal and be like, okay, what I meant was, or, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So when I'm doing a voice memo, it's almost a act of accountability, too, because it causes me to think about what I sound like. And all I really want for you to feel is whatever true, sincere, genuine emotion that I'm trying to evoke, which is oftentimes care, concern, caution, love, excitement, whatever that is. So I love a good voice memo. And it holds me accountable to being responsive because I can respond with a voice memo at any given time. But a text message is a lot harder for me.
Yeah, because if we're driving.
Exactly.
We're handling things like, that makes me level up in that area. Yeah. Like, I can send a voice memo. Yeah. Like, I'm driving right now, but I can't talk. I can't talk to text. Yeah. Because I'm country. You know, I always pick it up. And so let me do this so you can hear my voice. Right. And it is a peace and settling that comes from that. Yeah. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, thank you for acknowledging that, because I be serious about my voice memos now. Yeah. I am passionate about my voice memos. I will forever be a voice memo queen.
If you know
Please expect to get a voice memo from me.
You know the voice memos come through.
It's coming.
And what they do to you, it feels good.
I'm glad it does. I wanted to say the last practical step that I can, or piece of advice that I can give to you all, is the gap sessions. So that's where I was going with the discerning piece, is being discerning and knowing when is a good time and when it's not. But also, you can even go a step beyond that and setting up time just for those misses in communication, or to address things that, may not be an everyday kind of conversation, but you save it specifically for that time. So everybody's guard is down.
That's good.
And they know that, okay, when we come into this, it's a safe space. Yes. Guards are down. You can say how you feel respectfully, but say what you feel so we can go ahead and work through it and hopefully find a resolve in that session. But even if not in that session, we can come back to the next gap session. But it's about getting it out and having the conversations.
I like that.
So it was another example really quick before we close out that was more along the lines of, where was it? A friend who feels ghosted but learns the other person has been dealing with personal struggles. So basically being that friend. I think we kind of touched on it, but did you want to add anything to, like, if you are the friend that's feeling ghosted?
If you're it just goes right back into that grace for follow-up, right? So if you are that friend that's feeling ghosted, find out if you have that friendship, like what are the rules of engagement when I know that you are you're overwhelmed, and I know that, or I'm learning. Not I always know, but I may learn and discover that you're overwhelmed. What are those things that I can do to pull you out? And we only learn by doing and trying out different things, trial and error. And what are those cue words that I can do to trigger to pull you out of your isolation to help you? Me, depending on how close we get, I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna pop up at your house. Whew.
Prepare me,
I'm
Lord.
on my way.
Prepare me.
I gotta set eyes on you.
Ooh,
I gotta set eyes on you.
No, I'm joking.
But I may need to set eyes on you if you're in that place of isolation.
I love that.
I need to set eyes on you. I need to see you. Are you okay? I'm going to voice memo. I'm going to send you this little prayer. Just to let you know I'm thinking about you. Yeah. And there are times when I might blow your phone up. Hey, you all right?
Right. Look, answer. Or prepare to see me in about 30 minutes.
Yep. Pull up.
I like it. I need to be handled in that way at times. Not all the time.
I love that.
But at times I do need to be handled and be like, look, now hold me accountable. One thing I do like that Kanisha does is she gonna make sure I eat. And I love to eat and I love sweets, and she pays attention. And so if you're paying attention to your person, to your friend, then they give you a lot of clues without even saying, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what they give you a lot of the answers. Yes. And so if you're paying attention, you can pick up on some things that may benefit you later on in moments of crisis or in moments of isolation. So, girl, you send me a sweet treat any day. I'm coming up out of that isolation. We're going to have a conversation or something, but a gift card for lunch. Like, hey, I know you don't, when you get busy like this, you sometimes skip out on lunch. And so I just want to give you, she's done that before. I'm a card person. I will spend hours on a card out in the store just trying to find the right words. Really? Oh my God, I love a good card. I love cards. So, and not just like the, generic
last year, ones. I've discovered Hallmark. Like it's been there all the time. But I've discovered going like to Hallmark and really looking at those cards. Yeah. So I like that idea.
Yeah, cards are good.
Because they say what I can't always say.
Yeah.
ChatGPT too.
Yeah, that too. ChatGPT can be your friend, baby. Help you through some snack stuff. Change up your words a little bit. So it's about grace, right? Ultimately, it's about grace. Grace for yourself, grace for your friends. That's navigating life's challenges as you both navigate life's challenges together.
Now, look, our next episode, we're going to be talking about friendships and hard stops. Yeah. So I wanted you to kind of just give a little segue into our next episode.
Yes.
Because I feel like that's going to be a good one.
setting boundaries within your friendships, I think we could talk about it on any given day. Because that's one of the most difficult things to do, or can be one of the more difficult conversations to have. Even if you're a person that's pretty articulate with your boundaries and forthcoming, it could still be difficult because maybe you're not dealing with the same type of person on the other side. Or maybe you're dealing with a person that's just like you. And so it creates this conflict, you know what I'm saying, headbutting thing. So I'm excited about that because I feel like maybe we can give you all some words or some practical tips to use in navigating maybe those tough conversations about what's a go and what's a no.
I love that. Now, quick friendship flash. Do you have any tips for our viewers, for our friends, on how they could reconnect or connect with somebody in just a short period of time if that's all they got?
I think we went over a good portion of them. But if I could pick out my favorite of the two, it is taking yourself out of the middle of the situation. Understanding that the problem is likely not revolving around you. And so until you have the facts from your friend, notice your discernment, notice what your mind, your body, your spirit is telling you, but don't lead with that. Give them an opportunity to have their say in what is the actual reality, or what is their truth, what their operating reality is, and then go off of that. And that's literally the conversation that I have with myself. I'll say to myself, April, it's not about you. It's likely not you that's the problem.
That's good.
So it talks me down from doing something silly and assuming and ending the conversation, like doing what is it called, self-sabotage. Like, she don't want to be my friend anymore, I'm gonna be the first one to end it.
That cut-off spirit. So if you are feeling disconnected from a friendship, we encourage you to take some time this week and schedule like a 15-minute like virtual coffee or 10-minute, like, just little convo. Hey, look, I just want 10 minutes of your time just to say hello and let you know that I love you. It could be hanging by, but just make sure that you are, if you're feeling disconnected, reconnect, just like you would if it was a spouse or someone else that's close to you. So, any other tips you got?
I think that's good. If y'all have any tips that have worked for you that you want to share, definitely send them in to us. We are available on all social media platforms. The link will be in the show notes. Definitely follow us, but we want to hear from you. So let us know how this applies, how it resonates, or if it doesn't, and you've been able to have successful friendships without having to go and use some of these tips. We want to know what you're doing, girl.
Yes.
All right. Well, bye, good people. We thank y'all for joining in. Oh, I gotta pee.
I want the confidence monitor.
I wasn't there yet.
I need a confidence monitor higher.
What you mean? What's that?
That right there, because my eyes, like, I look down at a confidence monitor